Hey guys, this is Senior Team Leader Garcia. I'm with Hank Strange Nation. I'll tell you what, I've seen this thing so many times, so follow me with this camera real quick. Here we go. Yeah, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded. A very good, awesome show. I love it. See you guys later.
Nice. Good. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Hank Strange. We are at the Blue August Guns and Outdoor Writers Conference, which is taking place inside of Gander Mountain in Lake Mary. This is the really cool facility here. I'm hanging out with Alex C. from the Firearm blog, the man himself. He's just taking over. You guys need to be scared of this guy, man. He's the real deal. He's awesome. I've been hanging out with him for a couple of days now.
Thanks, Hank. I've had a great time meeting you and your counterpart as well. And I think I speak for the whole group when I say that this has been a great conference.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many cool things. I don't even know where to start, man. Where would you? You're the writer guy.
You know,
what's moved you here?
Well, let's see. I would say my favorite thing that we shot was the ARAC upper.
Okay.
It's a little expensive, but I like that it combines the best of the AR and the best of the AK.
Yeah.
It's priced a little high, but
and it's a little bit heavy, but I know they're working on that. They're
working on that.
Yeah.
The owner seems extremely passionate and very knowledgeable.
Right.
And,
Bob Faxon.
Absolutely. What spoke to me personally is when he said, I got into the gun business because I wanted to keep my people employed when we had some hardship.
Yeah.
To me, that's the mark of a good man.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. And I think another one of the quotes that you liked and I liked is when he said, guys building a bomb don't sit around going, we want to build the second best bomb.
That was good. It's true throughout the industry, too.
Yeah.
What about you? What was your favorite so far?
I do like Bob Faxon, and the thing that I like from Faxon that was really interesting, I think, is the grip safety on an AR that they're developing right now. That was really interesting, I think.
That was, and if I recall correctly, he said he put that on there for door breaching people who otherwise would only have a shield and a pistol, and they wanted that extra security feature that is basically 1911-esque.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a very interesting product, and I would love to see it offered on big websites by Christmas time.
Right. I put out a question there, I was like, what do you guys think about it, and put it out on the webs, the interwebs, and a lot of people are like, why would you need it? And then my friends who actually do that kind of stuff for a living, they said, a lot of guys have been kicked off of teams because, they had an accidental discharge into the ground or into their foot or something like that because of how they're carrying. So it may not make sense for some of us who don't do that kind of serious work. But for the guys that are doing that, I think it's a big deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So there's so many. I'm trying to think of all those. What have we seen here? Let's run down the list.
I wanted to ask you this first.
Yeah.
You've obviously shot a whole bunch of pistols. What did you think of the SCCY or the Sky?
The Sky? I think a lot of good things about Sky. I'm going to tell you what I like about them. For the price of what you're buying, you're getting an excellent value. Why? Because they guarantee that thing to the end of days.
They seem very passionate about their return policy.
Yeah.
I think that is awesome. A company that stands by their product to the point of if you run over it with your car and send it back, we'll replace it. Yeah. It's pretty serious.
Yeah. I mean, it's, the what it is to me, it's the kind of gun that you would take and throw in your car, in your truck or something like that. Obviously it's double action, and then it has, what is that thing called? The reset of it. You don't have to, it's got a special, you don't have to actually cycle the slide in order to reset it. So if you miss...
automatic reset.
Yeah. This is a double action only.
Correct, with multi-strike capability.
Okay, so what does that mean?
If the round fails to ignite on the first primer strike, you have the opportunity to simply pull the trigger again. Right. As most of us go under stress, you're more likely to pull that trigger than you are to go in your tap round and clear. So it gives you that opportunity to give the primer a second try on the round down range.
Cool. It's almost like a revolver, and with the long trigger pull, you have to stage it to be accurate. But for what it is, as a backup, when you forgot to carry something, you've got it stashed there. Or if it's your first gun and you're really not super confident in running it, I think it fills a niche in the market that's out there.
Absolutely. Or for a younger shooter who doesn't have the money that you do as you get older, that's a great option. Like they told us, there was a young man who bought one and actually used it in a self-defensive situation.
Yeah.
He was invited to the factory, and they replaced his gun for him free of charge.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I believe you said if you file a police report if it's stolen,
yes, you'll get it replaced. Yeah, I've done some videos on Sky in the past, and they said that on one of my videos, and there's actually a fan that was like, yeah, that happened to me. Is that real, or are those guys just saying that? And I was like, no, you get in touch with them, send them the report. And he did it, he got his gun back. So that's a really cool thing. That's at least worth, taking a look at what Sky has to offer. I know there's a lot of handguns out there. That's the whole thing,
Worst case scenario, rent one at your local gun range.
Right.
Put a box through it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. If
Yeah.
you like it, pony up the $275, which is, I just checked the internet, that's what they go for. It's
Right.
more than reasonable.
Yeah. Here's the thing, there's so many guns out there. Like, let's say when it comes to ARs, right? There's so many different ARs, and we saw Houlding Firearms. I think if I'm saying,
yeah,
I think I'm saying it right. Don't come down on me if I'm not, but they, I've never heard of them before. And one of the things I'm really impressed that they're offering is they've got a carbon fiber handguard and a carbon fiber stock, and the gun is all set up to be light, and it's sweet.
Before I was in this hobby, or this industry as a whole, I was in the car business, and working with carbon fiber is extremely difficult. That gun is expensive for a reason. Like he said, he would have to add $30,000 worth of mechanical complexity to his machines just to be able to produce carbon fiber. So they outsource that, but it is extremely well put together, and I didn't see any variances in the waves of the fiber or anything.
Right.
And that's something that me, as a car guy, was looking for. Like, well, is this done shoddily? But it's very expensive, but it's also done right.
Yeah.
That said, would you recommend that to someone as a first AR?
That gun?
First AR.
Well, I don't know if I would recommend it as a first AR because it's expensive.
Absolutely.
But it's a good value for the money. I'm not, I think if you just want to get an entry level and you want to buy something that's $500-600, go ahead. There's lots of good offerings out there. But I think for someone like myself that I've got, I don't know, I think at this point I've gone through about 10 or 15 ARs. That's not, I shouldn't even tell Lola Strange that. She doesn't know about all of them. I think that's a great gun. I would actually have that gun. It's great for competition, great for if you want to have something on the go, in your go bag and you don't want a lot of weight, so you want to be able to carry more ammo. It's well worth the money.
I mean, at 6 pounds, that is ludicrously light.
Yeah.
What's regarded as the lightest would be the M16A1 with a pencil profile barrel, but this is a pound lighter than that.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't seem snappy on the firing line or anything.
Yeah, and they are good. One of the things I always tell people about gun manufacturers or people that make accessories and things like that, like we've seen Lucid, we've seen them. I think we've still got some presentations that we're going to see. I always buy the people more than the product.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of product out there, but to see the people, when they're good people and they care about what they're doing, that's a big deal to me.
More often than not, that means they produce a quality product.
Yeah. Or they stand behind what they do. I mean, obviously things could happen.
Sure.
So things can go wrong.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Sure.
So, I mean, are you thinking you're getting a lot of articles out of this?
Absolutely. I'm probably going to get 8 or 9 good articles. Just the facility that we're at here at Gander Mountain.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot of fun. They have a virtual reality range that we both got
that was awesome.
Yeah, we both got to shoot on, and it's not what you think. It's not just like an arcade game. They actually have real scenarios where you're getting mugged, they're stealing your car, and you have to make a quick decision based on that.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It was.
I thought to myself when I saw that, I was like, wow, you are not prepared.
Detailed, because the guy comes around behind you, and then he says, game over, you were dead. But, it's morbid, but...
Yeah. Don't you wish every Gander Mountain had that?
Oh gosh, if I could install that in my house, I probably would.
Dude.
Yeah.
If you install that in your house, I'm coming over to your house every day.
That's fine. It'd be a long commute, but we could probably make that happen.
Right. Speaking of which, I'm coming out to Texas because you're based in Texas, right?
I am.
Yeah. And I'm coming out there to do some stuff with the Bond to Arms guys. You going to be there?
I'll make you a deal. If you come hang out with us and Bond Arms for a day, I'll let you run a belt of 100 rounds through an M250 caliber machine gun.
Okay, you had me a belt of 100 rounds. Okay, yeah, man, I'm going to do that.
It's Texas. You got to destroy a small part of it before you leave.
Yeah. Now, so Texas, get ready for us. What general area are we going to be in Texas?
We're going to be in North Dallas.
North Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of gun companies out there, accessories.
There really are. It's almost like Florida. I would say Florida and Texas are pretty much the two biggest states when it comes to how we feel about that.
we've got to get you out. Speaking of Florida, we've got to get you out on the hacienda. Come shoot with us sometime, man.
Yeah, I would love to do that. I'd love to go to the Big Three and hang out with those guys.
Big Three, you would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. Somebody at the Firearm blog needs to make sure that he's at the Big Three. I'm not going to mention that somebody, but you know who I'm talking to.
Well, we everyone who's gone out there's had a great time. You've met our people out there.
Yeah.
And that's how actually I met Hank, because he just came up to me and said, I know Phil White, your editor.
Yeah.
Phil White's my personal hero. So
yeah, he's an awesome dude,
very
Phil,
good guy.
man. I'm a big fan of Phil.
Absolutely.
So he's nicer to me than you guys, though. I'm just saying.
Maybe.
I'm like his long lost son right here.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
He's lived a heck of a life.
Yeah.
He's sure got some stories. But
Yeah.
Phil, if you're watching this, don't chew me out too much later.
Yeah. He was working the whole time, I swear, Phil. All right, man, cool. It was a lot of fun. I think you're the first guy from a major blog that I've actually sat down and had a conversation like this with.
Well, I don't know if we're a major blog, but we try.
Oh, no, you guys are a major blog. If people are not reading the Firearm blog, what the hell are they doing?
That means a lot. That means more to us than you know.
Yeah.
It really does to have your support.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm going to encourage the readers to subscribe to the channel, Hank Strange, as well. He's got some fantastic videos, and he's gotten his hands on stuff that I've never even seen in real life.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's, I got to get you guys to start sharing some of those badass videos I'm putting up there.
That we can do. That we can make.
I'm gonna start sending you email links now.
Not a problem.
No, that's fun.
Well, Hank, I've had a great time, and it looks like we've got another presentation.
Yeah, man. Let's go do it.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. All right, you know how I end this, right?
How's that?
Peace out.
Peace out.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Peace out.